What's up, Bonzi Choir? My name's Johnny, and I'm here to walk you through Leron Leron Sinta. I'm a former student of Holly. Great teacher, by the way. You guys gotta continue to thank her. She spends all this time. She focuses up for the choir. But yeah, Holly glazing aside, let's get into the nitty gritty of this piece, right? So the translation is a little fun to look at, right? So, Leron is the name of the guy, and this is about a couple that's very much in love, and how they show each other their love is through dedication, right? So, this guy, he's up here, he gets told, get up that tree, right? He picks a tree, oh no, the branch broke, right? Oh, he's injured, but it's fine. Guess what? Tomorrow, the next day, he gets up, boom, he picks that fruit, even though it's still dangerous, right? The branch could always break. And it's fine, because she will always love him. He's fearless. He's willing to take that risk, and he's a warrior. He can handle himself. And the best thing that she can give him is actually a bowl of pancit. Fantastic dish. You guys have to try it. But until you try it, that's the translation. Pretty simple, pretty easy. There's still words that you can pick out in the Tagalog version of it, right? So, Leron Leron Sinta, buko ng papaya, right? You guys know what papaya is, so it's pretty good. Other things you can maybe pick out. I guess not much other than the pancit, right? So let's just get right into it. So, Leron Leron Sinta. That's fantastic. Ignore the sample score, watermark right over the page. Let's take this really slow and look just at the soprano line for now. We'll take things one syllable basically at a time, and then I want you guys to piece it together and eventually either put in the rhythm to it or take it really slow with Holly, right? So let's get started. Everyone look at measure 9. Leron Sinta, buko ng papaya. Dala dale buslo, sisid lang ang bunga. One thing to really look at here is the fact that all of the vowels are very consistent unless there's something like lay over here, right? You see lay, but that apostrophe there changes it from la to lay. The vowels in Tagalog, very interesting, right? Think about it from English. It's A, E, I, O, and U. In Tagalog, it's A, E, I, O, U, right? So, A, E, I, O, U. U, O, I, A, A. Sometimes they get changed a little bit depending on what's in the word with them. And this whole da, lay, you might think to treat that as a carryover. It is not a carryover. That Y affects the A sound. So it's a little confusing, but I believe you guys can get through it. It's not too hard, right? So let's try this again. Leron Sinta, buko ng papaya. Dala dale buslo, sisid lang nga bunga. Something else that might be a little hard for you guys is the NG. Usually, you would pronounce it like ang, like with an A aspect to it. But because this is singing, and we still have to have good vowel sounds, right? Instead of a closed ang, you guys can do an ing or sisid lang ang. I really don't know what you want to do with that, Holly. That's up to you. Ang bunga. Nga. So it's kind of like a vowel in Italian. Nga. Let's get to the next one. Pagdating sa duloy. So, pagdating sa duloy, nabaling ang sanga. Kapos kapalaran, humanap ing iba. Nap ing iba. And then it repeats a little bit. Leron, Leron Sinta, buko ng papaya, dala-dale buslo, sisilang ang bunga. Padating sa duloy, nabaling ang sanga, kapos kapalaran, humanap ing iba. Yay! Okay, before we get to part 2, let's just go over this one more time, and this time we'll start at measure 5, so that way we get 4 lines leading up into measure 9, right? So, important thing is that these are all eighth notes, right? So, leron, 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 leron. These may be deceptive and they look like triplets, but they're not triplets, right? So it's not leron, leron. It's leron, 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 leron. Leron, 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 right? This one though, it goes Leron Leron Sinta, bukong ng papaya, dadadale buslo, sisidlang ang bunga. Pangdating sa duloy, nabali ang sanga, kapos kapalaran, humanap ing iba. Leron Leron Sinta, bukong ng papaya, dala-dale buslo, sisilang ang bunga. Padating sa duloy, nabaling ang sanga, kapos kapalaran, humanap ang iba. Very hard here. Humanap ing iba. It could be a little bit of an ang, but if you can try to keep it more of an ing instead of an ang, it'll be easier to pronounce when you're speaking this very fast. Okay, easy part out of the way. Time to look at verse 2. This one gets a little bit hard, and we're going to have to look at the tenor line. Yo! We could look at the bass line, but I'm a tenor myself, so bias. I know. When you get to teach other people, then you get to decide what line to look at, okay? Okay. So, we're going to start off here really slow, just like the first one. I may mess up, but I'll try to cover things a couple times, okay? Really important thing to look at, ne ning, right? Ne ning. Imagine if there's an H on the end of that. So, gu, mi, sing, ka, ne, ning. Ta, yoi, ma, nam, pa, lok. Da, what? Oops. Da, hin, mo, ang, bus, long. Let's do that one more time. Gu, mi, sing, ka, ne, ning. Ta, yoi, ma, nam, pa, lok. Da, hin, mo, ang, bus, long. Si, sid, lang, ang, hinog. Si, sid, lang, ang, hinog. It's pretty nice. You can recognize a lot of this stuff from verse to verse. Let's continue. Pagdating sa duloy, lambayog. Might be a little bit of a tongue twister, right? Lambayog. Lambayog, right? Let's go back up here to measure 44. Nong. Pangdating sa duloy, lambayog. Kumapit ka, nening, baka ka mahulog. Leron Sinta, Leron Sinta. And it keeps going, right? So it's kind of simple here, and it's pretty short. That's the best part about this one, right? Okay, so let's go back, look at the guys part down here, and go over one more time, all right? Gu, mi, sing, ka, ne, ning, ta, yoi, ma, nam, pa, lok. Da, hin, mo, ang, bus, long. Si, sid, lang, ang, hinog. Padating sa duloy, lalamba-lambayog. Kamapit ka nening, baka ka mahulog. Yay! And then we have more Leron Sintas. Leron Sintas. What a nice guy. Leron Sinta. He climbs that tree. Good job, bro. Where's the next part where they start talking again? So it's gonna be at the end of measure 63 here, where we pick back up at the girls part. Ang, right? Ang, right? So, ang iibi ginkoi. That one's a little hard. Ang iibi ginkoi. So many eyes here, right? So if you remember the Tagalog vowels, a, e, meaning I, right? So I is e, ang, b, gin, koi, la, king, ma, ta, pang, baril, niya, pito, sundang niya, sunda niya, ya, a, How would you say that? Dang niya siyam. Niya siyam. Okay. We're going to take it back up at sundania. Sundang niya sidang niya siyam. Ang lalakarin niya parte ng dinulang. Kind of a mouthful. And it's kind of hard to keep track of everything, but we're going to try this one more time at 63. At ang. Ang iibigin ko'y lalaking matapang. Baril niya pito, sundang niya sun. Wow, this is really bad rhythm. I disagree with it hardcore. Ang iibigin ko'y lalaking matapang. Baril niya pito, sundan niya Baril niya pito, sundan niya Niyang sundan niya siyam. Wow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 that 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and dang niya sungang. Okay. Ang iibigin ko'y lalaking matapang. Baril niya pito, sunday niya ang dang niya dang niya dang niya siyam. Wow, this really sucks for soprano too. Dang ang lalakarin niya. Oh god. Okay. Ang iibigin ko'y lalaking matapang. Baril niya pito, sundan niya sundang niya siyam. Ang lalakarin niya. Dun 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 dun. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and dun 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 dun. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and dun 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 dun. Ang iibigin ko'y lalaking matapang. Baril niya pito, sundan niya siyam. Ang lalakarin niya niye le niye Parte ning diluyang. Wow, okay. This one's really tough. I don't know where I'm going to cut this. Ang iibengin ko'y lal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adagio rubato. 1, 1,000, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ang iibengin ko'y lalaking matapang. Okay. I figured out the rhythm. I had a bit of trouble with this one myself, okay? So I don't blame you guys if you mess up a bunch. Ang iibengin ko'y lalaking matapang. Baril niya e pito, sunta niya e sidang niya e siyam, ang lalakarin niya parte ning dinulang. That's a mouthful. This is the part right before we get to the fun. So let's go over one more time. And hopefully, I can help you guys with this. Ang iibengin ko'y lalaking matapang. Baril niya e pito. Sundang niya e sidang niya e siyam. Ang lalakarin niya parte niyang dinulang. Kinda tough? We'll move on though. I believe in you guys. Isang pinggang pansit. Isang pinggang pansit. Wonderful. Isang pinggang pansit ang kayang kalaban. So, isang pinggang pansit ang kayang kalaban. Pretty simple, pretty nice. And then looks like it's going to be Leron's up until we reach the very start of the song again. Okay, let's go over it just in case. So we'll start at measure 95. Leron Leron. Oh, whoopsies. So we'll start at measure 95. Leron 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 Sinta. Buko ng papaya. Dala. So we'll start at measure 95. Leron Leron Sinta. Buko ng papaya. Dala buslo. Sitsilang ang bunga. Padating sa duloy. Nabali ang sanga. Kapos kapalaran. Humanap ing iba. Kapos kapalaran. Humanap ing iba. And then the guys, Leron, right? Yay! So I think that's the whole thing. The hardest part of this song is going to be a mouthful for you guys, and I apologize to any soprano 2s here, but the measures between 64 and 69 are going to be really hard for you guys. But I believe in you. All right? Thanks again for listening. Thank you, Holly. Good luck, everyone. I believe in you guys. So, stay strong. Remember those vowels and listen to this if you ever get confused. All right. Bye.